Hey everybody, welcome to another recap of So You Think You Could Dance. It's the first of the competition shows and consequently the first of the elimination shows. Because of your American baseball, the judges will have to cut one girl and one guy tonight. So there's no voting. Yeah, that sucks. And did anybody notice how weird it was to have tappers in the opening? When they started tapping and their shoes were making the noise, it was really distracting. I wish they didn't do that. Yeah, the judges, as always now, because Adam's the new permanent judge, is Adam, Mary, and Nigel. No Paula yet. Empty chair. And if she doesn't want to be a judge, she can be a choreographer, or she could just sit in the audience. But Paula, please, come. Alright, so unfortunately, bad news. Billy Bell is sick, and he will not be returning to the competition. That sucks! I had him totally pegged for the top 4. So, yeah, that really sucks. And Noelle, she hurt her knee. She may be back next week, or she may not be back next week. We'll have to see. She's got to fill in this week. Alright, so Channing and Phillip were up first. We got a huge show, so we got to go quick. They did a Jason Gilkison jive to Rockin' Robin by the Jackson 5. They were pretty much light on their feet, but I thought they had some fluidity issues. Like she really could have used some wax on her butt when he did that pull through. And not much chemistry. So, Ashleigh and Jakob up next. They did a Broadway Tyce Diorio routine. Hit me with a hot note from Sophisticated Ladies. He was amazing. Her, not so much. Maybe it was just because anybody would be next to him because he is like amazing. Ariana and Peter were up next with the Tabitha and Napoleon hip hop. And they danced to Black and Gold by Sam Sparro. This number had a really slow start to it, I thought, but I thought it took off. The judges were like, it was sloppy, blah, blah. I thought it was really good. I liked it better than the judges did. Wasn't my favorite, but I definitely liked it better than they did. Alright, so Noelle and Russell up next with a foxtrot. But, of course, Noelle hurt her knee, so Melanie is in. So, yeah, if you didn't catch that, Tony, Meredith, and Melanie were the choreographers. And they danced to Vagabond Shoes by Damone. Alright, let me just put it out there. Melanie was great. Of course, she's a champion. But Russell, he was really fantastic. I mean, yeah, his technique was not there, but I would never guess that he was a crumper. I think he's just got a gift for entertaining, and I'm really looking forward to seeing more out of him because I think he's one of those dancers that are really going to show a lot of growth throughout the competition. It might be a little slow now, but I definitely see the spark that's there for him. Alright, so Bianca and Victor up next. They did a Travis Wall contemporary. Okay, stop the show. Travis Wall contemporary. Yeah, you know it's going to be good. So they danced to Wasted Time by Meschell, Ndegeocello. I'm sorry, it's in the info box how to spell her name. I don't know how to say it. Alright, so I expected him to be great. But she really surprised me. The best part was that when they were laying down on the floor and he totally flipped her over and she just landed right on top of him like it was no thing. That was amazing. I really like that that one. That was one of my favorites of the night. Alright, so Karen and Kevin up next with the Cha-Cha. Tony, Meredith, and Melanie again. They danced to Push It, the Glee cast version. Yeah, loving Glee. Well, it's not his style. But she made Adam interested. And Adam shouldn't be interested in her. Yeah, Kevin was a little bit out of it. But, I mean, next to Karen, how could he not be? Alright, so Ellenore and Ryan were up next with their contemporary jazz Sonya routine. They danced to Arcadia by Aparat. They were hyping it, they were smack talking, but it wasn't all hype. The routine was amazing. It was probably one of the best routines I've ever seen out of Sonya. Most of it was effortless. They had a couple of tiny problems, but all in all, it was amazing. All right, Pauline and Brandon. Yeah, Brandon is taking Billy Bell's place. Brandon was, I guess, number 11 of the guys. So now he's moving up to take Billy Bell's place. They did a Jason Gilkison smooth waltz to the Whitney Houston version of You Light Up My Life. And I really liked it. I thought she made it look pretty effortless and beautiful. And yeah, I got to give him some props because he only had a day and a half to prepare. So I thought what they had to work with was pretty good. Now, my all-time favorite number of the night was the next one, Catherine and Legacy. They did a Dave Scott hip-hop. On and On by Missy Elliott. My favorite by far of the night. They embodied the music completely. I thought it was perfect. And yeah, what else can I say but Mary really likes to hear herself scream. And it's getting really tired. I know, people like to little excitement during the show, but come up with something else because after 5 seasons of screaming, I don't want to hear it anymore. All right, so Nathan and Molly closed the dancing part of the show with the Doriana Sanchez disco. Turn the beat around, Gloria Estefan. You can't get any more disco than that. And I don't know whether it was them or the routine. It just seemed pretty chaotic to me, and it was hurtling out of control at times. I don't think anybody should be dancing that fast that the steps get compromised, but apparently that's what people like. And yeah, Molly should really chip in and buy Nathan a cup because if they're going to be partners, I have a feeling there's going to be more headbutts. All right, so the bottom 4 this week is based on everything, as I think it is every week when they do this. They didn't really make that clear in the past, except people were grumbling last season, and I think they tried to say, well, it's based on everything. All right, so Ariana, Russell, Pauline, and Brandon were in the bottom 4, so they have to dance for their lives. I'm not going to put what they danced to. If you're interested, it's in the info box on the side. And yeah, let's get right to the decisions. It was a unanimous decision for Ariana. And I'm thinking, but her solo was like light years ahead of Pauline's solo. So what is the friggin' point of doing the solos if they don't even matter? I don't get it. That's where I'm lost. And it was also unanimous for Brandon to be leaving, which really sucks because he's been on the show for a total of 5 minutes, and all of a sudden, as the rules stand right now, he can't come back to compete next time, if he wants to, that is. So Nigel Lithgow, who is like a producer, I'm pretty sure, is going to be talking to the creator, which I thought he was, and they're going to change the rules so that Brandon can return if he wants to, which is kind of cool, but it sucks for the other people who can't return and try out again. So next time, which will be next Tuesday, the remaining couples perform. That's the top 18, kids. Till next week, much love.